Hi loves, welcome back again to my YouTube channel. My name is Tamara, and if it is your first time coming to my channel, you're most definitely welcome. Please do subscribe to my channel, and if you're not a subscriber, thank you for all your love and your support. Thank you for your comments. I love you guys so much. So today's video is basically going to be a chit chat video about my struggle in getting an admission to a nursing training school. So the story starts from 2013 when I first completed SHS, which is senior high school in Ghana. I actually completed school in 2013, and in Ghana, yeah, like when you complete school, some people do wait, some people buy our waiting forms, other people just stay at home for a year. But with the course I wanted to do, I had to stay home for a year before I could apply, because by then and all that. Sorry, I just ate. So I had to wait for like a whole year before I could apply. So the first step was buying the forms, filling it out, and posting it to the school of your choice, I guess. So the first time I tried out, that was in 2014. I knew nothing about it. I just wanted to do, that's the only course I had in mind to do, and I've been saying it in SHS. I want to be a nurse, I want to be a nurse, I want to be a nurse. So it was actually the first step, bold step I ever did, like to achieve what I've been saying. So I bought the forms, I applied. The first one was like when you ask, the first part of your whole thing is being accepted for an interview in the particular school you chose. So I was actually accepted in the school. One thing I advise anyone is, when you're going to buy forms, buy like 3 or 2, because the first time I bought like one school, and which wasn't helpful, and I wasn't as confident I was in the subsequent ones I went to. So I had no knowledge about it. I just went. So my first time wasn't so nice of the experience. So the first time I was called for the interview. My letter, by then they were using post, so they were posting the letter, and I didn't get mine really early. People got theirs, but I got mine the day, like, if today was the day, no, I'll be going for the interview tomorrow, and my letter came today. So let's say if today was Monday, I was supposed to go to the interview on Tuesday. And where I chose was like 7 hours, 7 hours journey from Accra to the place. It's in the Bangahafo region. So it was impromptu. I hadn't prepared. I didn't know the kind of dress I had to wear. I basically had no idea about the whole thing. I didn't know the questions they were going to ask me. I don't know if we had to sit for an exams. Your girl was clueless. So when I received the letter, I called my mom. My mom bought me some long sleeves, white long sleeves. I had some skirts, black skirts, and I bought tickets to go to the bong I have for that dawn. I think the bus left here at 8:30 in the night. Yeah. So I got there at 3 a.m. and lucky for me, my mommy went with me. If not, I'll be scared. Because when we got to the place, so that where the school is, it's too early for us to go there. So we had to wait at the bus station for like almost 2 hours. So when it was 5 a.m., we had the taxi and we got to the school. When we got there, other people have already come. We asked someone to borrow us her iron, and I ironed my dress, dressed up, and I went. When we got there, they told us we were going to write exams. I was like, eh? I was clueless. I didn't know what we were going to write. I don't know if it's English. I was very, very clueless. And other people, like, they had their hints to. I remember when I go to the auditorium where we were going to do that thing, everybody was reading. I was like, I didn't bring any book. So how would I read in anything like that? So they gave us an essay to write, and the minutes was like the time they gave us was like 20 minutes to write like 1,000 words essay. As you know, as clueless as I was, I thought it was like an art thing. So I didn't finish. So that was even nerve wracking for me already. And I think after the exams, they arranged us according to like those who came early, so, and those who were going far away. So those of us in Accra were among the first 10. Yeah. And I was scared. I didn't know what to expect. I didn't know what questions they would ask me, and I wasn't confident because the essay had already cracked me up. I was so angry that I wasn't able to finish, and I thought it was part of the greater marks why I didn't get the score. So I got to my 10. Most annoying thing is I left my birth certificate, and they needed that, and I didn't know how to get it. Long story short, I go to the interview room, I knock, I was basically shaking. And they asked me what's my name. I should tell them about myself. What are the courses I did in the senior high school? How can I relate the courses I did in SHS to nursing? And guys, I did languages in school, so I was so confused. And they asked me about a book. I think one book we used, and I think it was about stigmatization, about something. And they asked me what is stigmatization, stigmatize again people, and I said HIV. And I gave a little explanation. I answered the question. Even though I wasn't confident, I got all the questions right. So when I was done, I thanked them and I said, oh, we hope to see you. I was so happy. I said, maybe this boy will call me. Oh. Not knowing your baby girl was crashed. So I had a friend I was really chit-chatting with. So I took her number. So I think fast forward to like 3 months later, my friend called me that, oh, she has gotten her letter. Have I gotten mine? Like, no, I've not gotten mine. She said, oh, maybe because the interview letter, I didn't receive it early. Or maybe, obviously, this one might also do that. She told me the exact date they were supposed to report to school. And that day came and passed. I was still not having the letter. So that year passed by, 2014. 2015, I was much confident now. Like, I knew the whole process and all that. So I bought my forms. This time I went to schools. The same school and another school. So the interview came. I was called for the interview. I went. I was much confident than I was before. I still didn't get in. So that was 2015. In 2016, I was like, I've suffered. And people were like, one thing I want to tell everybody here is that when you have something and you love to do it, don't let anybody change your mind or try to make you dream another dream. I really wanted to do it, and people were like, why don't you go to the university? That's what you really want, why don't you go to a private nursing? Why don't you? Like, they were trying to get into my head and all that. I was like, that's what I want. Even if it takes me 10 years to achieve my dream, I would. So I really didn't mind what people were saying. And guys, I had like they were really close to me. I had people who would just call you to find out if you are really at home or you're in school. So they'll call you, hello, how are you? So where are you now? And as shady as I am, I'll tell you I'm in home polytechnic. And there's nothing else you can say, because you can't ask me what's that school. what course are you doing and all that shit. And like, it's not like they are calling to check up on you. They've heard that you are still at home, and they are calling to see for themselves if truly you are still at home. So such things will come, and it took me 3 years to get into the school I wanted. Not the school I wanted, the course I wanted to do. It was quite stressful though, but I thank God. In 2016, I bought three, sorry. I bought three schools. I went for my first interview. It didn't go so well. Like, they deemed my confidence. They were saying things that wasn't really fun. So that's school. So the second school, I was like, you are my last bus stop. Oh. Because if I don't do well here, like, I had to wait another year. I wasn't ready for that because I had already stayed at home, and whilst I was staying at home, Ghana was doing that doomsaw thing, low shedding, and so staying at home wasn't really fun for me. So I told my mom I wanted to do something with my time. So I went to learn bead making. So I have my handwork. Oh. So yeah. So the bead making really helped me. So when it, it's it occupied my mind for some time. I wasn't feeling really down like I used to. Basically, yes. So the second school, I was so prepared that I have to be the first three to enter the room, because like when you go and you do well, it influences how they will treat other people. And when the first people don't do really well, like, it affects the whole bunch. So I said, before somebody will go and spoil it for me, why don't I go myself? So I was part of the first three. The first guy went. The second person who was supposed to go, like, when it's his turn, he'll say go. When it's like, he was so nervous. So I went in. I was so confident than I was like in 2014. I was much confident. I answered all my questions right. The tutors were so impressed by the fact that I was so confident. I was comfortable. And one thing I noticed they were looking out for was not the fact that you answer all your questions right, but how confident and how comfortable you are in the situation you are being put in. So when I was that, one of the teachers, I'll see you in September. I was like, God, thank you. Oh. I was so happy. So I think I was very okay with myself. The third interview, I didn't want to even go, because for them, dear, it's who you know, who you know. So I didn't know anybody. So obviously I knew I wouldn't get in, or unless maybe I try hard. I just don't know. I didn't like it was, I don't know if it was because it was in a car or close to me. I don't think I'll have that focus I had in the school I went. So yeah. So that interview too went, it was a rainy day. Like, within like an hour, they have interviewed almost 30 of us. So you can imagine how long you stay inside the room. I was in the room for like 1 minute 55 seconds. They didn't ask me anything. What's my name? Where do I come from? The district I'm from. They asked me a few questions about my courses, and that was it. I came home. So I was eager. September came, and like, I think in August, I was so eager to know if I got the admission. And one morning I was so alert. I heard people were going to school. I was like, God, this year too. God, please. So this year, dear, I want to go to school. So I had a message. I saw my phone blinking. Bing, 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 bing. I saw, congratulations. You can come for your letter at the post office, your admission letter. I was, Jesus Christ. Thank you, Baba God. I was I was extremely happy. I called my mom. My mom was so happy. I went for my letter, my tuition, the things I needed, and the dates we were supposed to report to school. So yeah, this is my struggle in getting an admission into the nursing training in Ghana. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I just wanted to do this video to encourage somebody that no matter your struggles, like, your time, the pace God has for you is different from somebody else's pace. I have people who completed school, like when we completed, they went to school, but they are not working. They have graduated and all that, but they are still not working, and they are home. So please don't rush into things. When is your time will come, and don't let anybody discourage you. Like, be focused. whatever you have in mind to do, please do it, and don't let anybody bring you down. If I had listened to what people were saying, and if I had rushed into something else, I don't think I'll be more fulfilled as I am today. And basically, follow your heart. And I'm not saying you shouldn't listen to advice, but people can give you advice, but not advices that are not going to encourage you, or don't let anybody discourage you from anything you want to do in life. So yes, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please don't forget to give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, ring the notification button to get alerted whenever I post a new video. Thank you so much. Love you. Bye.